A few days ago I chatted with a young woman who had to flee from Mariupol across the whole Ukraine to the west because of the terrible war. Home in ruins with only 2 suitcases. She and her girlfriend got into a car and fled from the Russian bomb terror and are now in Dresden thanks to fortunate circumstances. She and I had tears in our eyes when she talked about her grandmother, who didn't want to leave and who she had to leave behind in the ruins. I told her how touched I was by the images of the destroyed churches and cultural assets in the Ukraine at the beginning of war. She has been in Germany for a year now and speaks broken German. It has to go on somehow, she said. Whether she wanted to go back at some point, I asked, but she shook her head. Where to? Now it has to go on here, making further training, and then we'll see. I said, now you have to look forward. But she didn't understand me properly because she didn't know the expression. Then I pointed forward with my hands and said, over there is the future. And then I turned back and then I turned around and looked back. There is the past. She understood what I meant and nodded to me. I can't fathom the hell she and her friend went through in Ukraine, but she believed in the future and that it will go on, that it has to go on, that things will get better in the future. The prophet Isaiah hopes too. He believes in his vision of the coming Messiah and the kingdom of peace that he will establish. We Christians believe that Jesus is this Messiah. The Jews, if they are still pious, wait and hope for another Messiah who still will come. And now in Advent season, we are waiting for a little human child to be born between hay and straw, into poor conditions, to redeem poor and rich humans from themselves, that they recognize God in Jesus, who wants to make us free. The Messiah and the kingdom of peace. Isaiah 11 verses 1 to 10. A shoot will come up from the stump of Jesse, from his roots a branch will bear fruit. The Spirit of the Lord will rest on him, the Spirit of wisdom and of understanding, the Spirit of counsel and of might, the Spirit of the knowledge and fear of the Lord. And he will delight in the fear of the Lord. He will not judge by what he sees with his eyes, or decide by what he hears with his ears. But with righteousness he will judge the needy, with justice he will give decisions for the poor of the earth. He will strike the earth with the rod of his mouth, with the breath of his lips he will slay the wicked. Righteousness will be his belt, and faithfulness the sash around his waist. The wolf will live with the lamb, the leopard will lie down with the goat, the calf and the lion and the yearling together, and a little child will lead them. The cow will feed with the bear, the young will lie down together. The lion will eat straw like the ox. The infant will play near the cobra's den, and the young child will put its hand into the viper's nest. They will neither harm nor destroy on all my holy mountain. For the earth will be filled with the knowledge of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. In that day the root of Jesse will stand as a banner for the peoples. The nations will rally to him, and his resting place will be glorious. God among humans. Heaven comes to earth in Jesus. The kingdom of God has dawned. But we continue to pray in the Lord's Prayer that your kingdom come. We suffer and cry, but we also hope that you wipe away every tear in eternity and turn our suffering into joy. For Christ's sake.